Hello everyone. So today got some wonderful news. There's a user named Ivan who before, it seems like it was a couple of months ago, he posted here and he had tinnitus for 9 months and he had just reached an absolute low point where he was literally living in the psycho ward and could not cope. And he said he was listening to my videos and stuff and he's trying to do his best, but just sometimes there's nothing you can do by just talking about it and being positive. You know what? I sort of agree with that. But the conversation you have with yourself and the process you go through to improve remains the same. But sometimes you need some extra help, and I certainly did. I needed to be medicated for a little while. Because my anxiety levels were just, through the roof. And that's the same thing for Ivan. He was not managing anymore and he needed help. And it really is terrible. I think sometimes when people get tinnitus, and sometimes tinnitus can be combined with other things. In my case, it was, I had some symptoms from COVID that lined up all together, and I just reached an absolute low in my life. Maybe the lowest point I've ever been. And this happens to a lot of people the same way. So it's important to recognize this when you get into this place, that it is temporary. It will not last forever like this. But when you are in such a low state, and it might not be like the absolute low, it might be just that you sometimes get to a place where it's just, you're really depressed. You're really anxious. You feel hopeless. And I always feel like one of the first things to realize is this is temporary. It will not stay like this. And this is like one of the first programming tools for your brain. You need to tell your brain this because you have a subconscious brain too. It's not just what you're thinking right now. This is temporary. It gets better. And a lot of other people have been in the same place. Now, if you keep hitting those lows, you've got to keep building your tool set because it is possible to, whenever you hit that low, to be like, okay, wait. This is temporary. This is not going to be like this every day, like this all day. And I think an important thing to realize is it does. Even when you are going through a really tough time, I bet you there are certain parts of the day where you're, at least for a few seconds, a little bit happy, a little bit, something made you laugh or something, and you can increase that. Now, nobody can be happy 100% of the time. I don't care who you are. It's not possible. I've heard people say maybe shoot for 80-20, but how you handle the low times is very crucial to your getting better with tinnitus and anything else. It's really easy to be happy, isn't it? But it's not always easy to be at a low point. My grandfather told me that. He said, it's easy to be happy, but the low points are what can make a huge difference. The way you manage your low points can make a huge difference in how you're able to progress and get further along. And you're getting some training. The tinnitus is your trainer, and it's teaching you to say, okay, I'm feeling this right now, and I know it's temporary, and I'm going to build a tool set. I've already got some tools maybe, and I'm going to learn to find ways to first just get myself out of this low point. I may not be able to make myself super happy, but I can say, okay, I'm gonna just do something like read a book. I'm gonna call a friend. I'm gonna play chess online. I do that sometimes. I'm gonna learn a language. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna do something besides dwell on this thought that I'm having over and over again. And when you're at the deepest point of tinnitus, that's hard. That's really hard to stop dwelling on it. But as you just start to make small little inroads into interrupting that process and say, damn it, I'm going to draw something right now. I'll draw anything. I'm going to draw Mickey Mouse. But I'm going to do something besides sit here and dwell on this point. You know what I mean? So Ivan didn't give me all the details, but apparently he's back to work. He's supporting his family, and he's getting along. Obviously, he's not in the psych ward anymore. So yeah, I mean that's awesome news. So at least in terms of him being at the lowest point, he broke through. So congratulations, Ivan. And I told him, I said, I think you're going to keep getting better from here. I really do believe that. I think that just sometimes we can suffer just a total and complete breakdown. It happened to me. I probably would have been good in the psych ward at that time, and I was on the benzos like you were, and 2 other drugs as well. And so I'm really pleased to hear. I don't know how much you want to share about your personal life. That's up to you, but it really sounds like you've at least come up a notch, and that's awesome. And I think you can get better and better. So keep up the good work, and you're already like maybe a little bit of an inspiration to other people who come along and maybe see this video or just read about your story, and they say, okay, he was at the lowest point and he got better, and I want you to keep working on getting better and better. And please do, please do it for us too. but above all, do it for you and your family. Yeah. So okay, well, I wish everyone a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.